Welcome to chess, ladies and gentlemen. Magandang hapon. Kumusta na? Appreciate everybody for stopping by. I figured I'd get on and I would just say a couple of things just to kind of refresh, some people and also, for anybody who might be new, kind of reintroducing myself a little bit. So for those of you who have been around for a long time, you do know that I am from the United States. I have never been outside of the country before. And so, I think that there are some people who might think that I live in the Philippines or that I have, connections to the Philippines. And to I don't have the name here, but I just had somebody recently ask me, if I have like connections, like family wise to, to people from the Philippines or Filipino, and I actually don't. All of my people, as far back as I know, are from the United States. My parents are from Texas and California. My grandparents are from Oklahoma and California. So as far back, at least as a couple of generations, I am just completely American. I'm just a mixed guy. So I'm black and white. But yeah, I just figure, I'd hop on and say a little bit. I will respond to your message on a more personal note, but I just think in general, for those of you who are subscribing recently, I guess in the last couple of months, just to kind of let you guys know a little bit about me. Like I said, I'm in the United States. I'm in the central United States. And so I am actually 13 hours behind you guys in the Philippines. And whenever the time changes, we're 14 hours behind. So usually I make my videos probably around 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., 1 p.m. my time, which makes it really, really early, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning your time. So that's why I say magandang umaga. But as you guys can see right now, I'm releasing this video fairly late. So I think a lot of people are going to come across it in the afternoon. So I'll say magandang apon. As far as Tagalog is concerned, the main reason, this is how I feel. All right, so I started doing YouTube. I started making some videos. My first couple dozen videos kind of sucked. Not very many people watched it. I didn't really start getting some viewership until like the U.S. championships. And so that kind of blew my mind a lot. And so, where I'm at today, I didn't really imagine I would be here at this point in time. I kind of thought it was going to take me some years to get rolling and to get, a little bit bigger and start to make some money and stuff like that. And so, I'm really surprised at kind of like, the progress that I've made up to this point. Basically what it comes down to is, I have a lot of love and appreciation for everybody who's watching my stuff. I notice when I look at my analytics and stuff like that, for the most part, probably 85 to 90% of my viewership, does come from the Philippines. So I figure, as a way to try to give back, to show my appreciation and my love for the people that are showing me support and love, to go ahead and at least learn a little bit of their language. So I didn't think I was going to learn as much Tagalog as I did. Everything's just kind of been just spur of the moment. And me just, just thinking of like, what's the next thing I can do? And so it just occurred to me, like I started learning a little bit of Cebuano after Tagalog. And then I just from there just was like, man, let me just keep on learning more and more. And then I got to a point I said, man, let me just learn how to say good morning in like literally every dialect that they have. So I just do my research and I try to find the best way to connect with, people that I might be, that I might be reaching. And so that's one of the things I do, when I encounter like two players from two different places. I try to make sure that I speak the language for the players, they're playing, because I understand, like, I mean, for people that are from Romania or who are from France or who are from, the Netherlands or Finland or Norway or whatever, the Philippines and stuff like that, when you guys are, there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be watching my videos and stuff like that. So I figure what better way to welcome them into my video than to speak a little bit of their language. I mean, it just takes a word or two. So, I mean, I don't feel like it's a lot of effort, on my part to just kind of like show that little like gesture to people, So that's pretty much why I do it. I've always been like a really like, like kind of like, showing my love type person. I mean, I used to work at an airport, so that's where like 40 to 50 languages came from. Because I work with people from all over the world, I just started learning little bits and pieces of their language just so I could communicate with them. And it's just a touching thing because, there's a lot of like hate and you know, like evil and stuff like that that's going on in the world. So I figure, like, you know, let me just add a little bit of love and, you know, like care and, you know, stuff like that into, you know, what I got going on. And I mean, at the end of the day, for me with this, you know, I am making money, you know, doing YouTube now. And I mean, it's just going to continue to get better and better as, you know, the months and the years and stuff go on. So, you know, this is my livelihood. You know, this is the way that I, you know, I provide and I, you know, I take care of my stuff like that, you know. So, you know, I just figure, you know, like, you know, you guys are doing such a good thing for me to, you know, like watch my stuff and, you know, help me with that and stuff like that. So like, I feel like that's the least I can do, you know. So, you know, and up to this point, I'm not so huge where I can't respond to every, you know, message. I can't, you know, so up until this point now, like I've liked and hearted and responded to every single message that I've ever gotten. So, I mean, that's tens of thousands of language. I mean, tens of thousands of different comments and, you know, stuff like that. So, I mean, I know at some point it's going to get to where I can't like literally respond to every single person because there'll be like thousands of, you know, hundreds or thousands of comments on each video type deal. But, you know, there are always going to be certain people that I know have been around since the beginning that I'll always go through comments and pick those people out. You know, I'm not gonna like sit here and call them by name, but you know, like I said, I mean, I just, you know, I want to be personable. Like I said at the very beginning, anybody who has been around since the very beginning of my YouTube, you know, they remember my appreciation video, my 100 subscriber video that I made and stuff like that. You know, and I always was saying that, you know, I just want my YouTube to be, you know, where everybody wants to come, you know, like, and everybody feels welcome and everybody feels appreciated. And, you know, it's just like a whole interactive type of thing and stuff. So I feel like I fulfilled that up to this point. So, you know, I'm always encouraging people to, you know, give me feedback. I'm always encouraging people, like when I'm trying these different languages, I'm literally looking at these languages for the very first time sometimes. And so I'm not going to say the stuff right. I'm not going to be perfect at it. So when people come back and they say, hey, you said this slightly wrong, say it like this, I really appreciate that, you know, because then that's just going to make me better because I want to sound, you know, like I'm speaking genuinely and I'm speaking correctly when I do speak. You know, this has the potential to, you know, millions of people could see my videos in the future. So, you know, I appreciate the critique and stuff like that. So I really welcome that stuff. So I'll just figure I'd get on to say that. I'm still constantly working on stuff. I got all of the good mornings and stuff and the different dialects and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm off to a good start, but I'm just, when people give me messages in Tagalog and stuff like that, I mean, you know, I go ahead and jot some of that stuff down and I'm just constantly learning from you guys talking and stuff. So Google, YouTube and stuff is really helping me a lot. So, you know, keep all of that coming. You know, maraming salamat po sa nanonood, kaibigan. Appreciate you guys very much. And I will see y'all next time. All right.